Welcome to Online Chemistry. This video will walk you through the process of getting prepared and getting started in your online chemistry classes with me, Dr. Bruck. So, first thing you need to do is make sure that you have a copy of the syllabus. And I'm sharing my screen now. Make sure that you have downloaded the syllabus from the course website. If you don't have a copy of the syllabus, this is very important that you get access to this. All right, so here are your supplies. You need access to Mastering Chemistry, which is how we will be using our homework. And actually, you're not going to be logging in through the website. There's a link, log in through Canvas. I'll walk you through that process in just a second. So you need an access pass to Mastering Chemistry in some way. You can purchase it directly from our bookstore. You can buy it directly from Pearson. And again, the ISBNs for all that stuff are in the syllabus. And then if you buy a brand new textbook, it should come bundled with Mastering Chemistry. Now for the textbook, if you don't want to buy a textbook at all, here are some free online textbooks that are very similar to ours. These are 3 different options. Now note, obviously, if you don't have a textbook, you need to go back and buy Mastering Chemistry, just the code by itself if you don't have a textbook. Option 2 is you can buy an e-text from Pearson. And so that option is here for you. And then option 3, you could buy or rent a textbook, and here's the author information and the ISBN. You're also going to need this Carolina Distance Learning Kit, and I'll walk you through how to do that. You can buy it directly from them, or you can buy it from our bookstore, and then you'll need a scientific calculator. This is our grading policy. You can read over that. So very important. You need to understand that this course is online, which means that your internet needs to be very functional. Okay, so if you're having trouble reliably accessing the internet, please come to campus, or there are lots of retail establishments nowadays that offer free Wi-Fi. So take your tablet and go somewhere, because my internet didn't work is not a valid excuse. Okay, make sure you are regularly testing your internet, and make sure that you begin your assignments far enough in advance so that if for some reason your internet goes down, you've got a chance to run out to a retail establishment with a yellow M, for instance, and take your question and take your test there. All right, so here's how the syllabus works. The course is broken up into, and it says it right here, course is broken into 4 units. Each unit is composed of lectures and videos, notes, practice problems, which are optional, lab assignments, homework sets, quizzes, and exams. Okay, so here's unit 1. This content is the material that you are responsible for learning, and you need to have this material down by Saturday, June 15th. Now, obviously, if this is a video that you're watching in fall semester, that date would be changed to match fall. If this is a spring semester, that date would change to match spring. But I'm making this video for summer session, so that's why it's June. Okay, but the layout of the course, whether you take it in summer, spring, or fall, is going to be identical. So don't let that throw you off. So this is the content. This is the material you need to know. Now note, it says the content is the material to be learned. The assignments are what need to be submitted for grading. So here are the textbook sections. Here are the lecture videos, and I'll show you how to access those in just a minute. Here are the notes that you need to read, and then here are some optional practice problems that I have written, and then here are some optional textbook problems from your textbook. So again, this is the content that you need to learn, and the deadline for the content is obviously the same as the deadline for the assignments, because you can't do the assignments if you don't know the content, right? So Unit 1 assignments, these are due Saturday, June 15th at 11 p.m. Again, those dates change every semester, but the layout of the course is exactly the same, whether you take it in summer, spring, or fall. So here are your labs that you need to do, and I will walk you through how to do this in just a second. You log into Canvas, you download your instructions, then you use your kit that you got in the mail to do your experiment, following those instructions. Then you write a report. Again, I'm going to show you how to do that entire process here in just a minute. Homework, log into Canvas and do Mastering Chemistry. Those are your ones to do. Quizzes, log into Canvas, do these quizzes. Exams, log into Canvas and do this exam. All right, so that was Unit 1. Then we're going to have the same thing again for Unit 2. Here's the content you need to learn. Here are the assignments for Unit 2. Then Unit 3, here's the content you need to learn. And here are the assignments for Unit 3. And then here's the content for Unit 4. And then the assignments for Unit 4. Okay? So, if you have any questions after doing this video, please feel free to email me. This is something that I want to mention again. If you plan on going on vacation, if you plan on taking a trip, if you plan on going to some sort of special event, right, you need to make sure that you take care of your coursework before you leave, because this class is designed to be taken from anywhere in the world. Okay, so here are step-by-step instructions on how to take exams and quizzes. I'm not going to read that to you in a video. I just want to show you how it works. So let me change my screen here. I want to share. All right, so here is how you would take a test or a quiz. So you log into Canvas, and then over here on the side, this is exactly what your screen would look like. Now, depending on if you're taking General Chem versus Intro Chem, the names might be slightly different, but everything is in the exact same spot, whether you're taking General Chemistry or Intro Chemistry. So when you log into your course, you click Modules here, and this is like your ground for everything. This is where everything is, okay? So this is just some introductory materials. You can download this on your own, read it on your own. But we're not interested in that right now. We're here to take a test. So when you're ready to take a test, you click Modules, and then you scroll to the very bottom, this last one right here that says Assessments. And then here is the reference page. You can download this file and use it to help you take tests and quizzes. So you can just save this to your computer somewhere, print it out, both. Right? This is the reference page that you'll get to use on all the tests and quizzes, and you may not need every single one of these equations for every single test, so don't let that throw you off. So if you're ready to take your test, you've got your reference page downloaded, you go to Assessments, you scroll to the bottom. Okay, here's how I would take a test. I click it, and then here are my instructions. For a test, you have 3 hours to complete that test. If you do not submit your test within 3 hours, a grade of 0 gets recorded. That's incredibly important that you pay attention to that, because I've had students email me going, why do I have a 0? And I'll say, well, let's look and see what happened. And they spent 12 hours taking their test. That'd be why you got a 0. So it tells you how many points it's worth, how many questions are on it, and how much time you have. For exams, you have 3 hours. So again, this is what it's just reiterating here. You click Next, and then you go through the process of taking the test, which it's obviously not going to let me do right now because I am in student mode and I am not actually an enrolled student. So that's how you take a test. When you're done taking the test, if you hit the Submit button, you will actually, oops, I need to change the sharing. If you submit your test, you will actually get to see the questions you got right. So when you're done, you hit Submit. It shows you all the questions. It shows you your score. And then it shows you what questions you got right and what questions you got wrong. Okay, so you'll know immediately how you did and what you got right and what you got wrong. All right, so let's go back to click Modules, scroll to the very bottom. There are your exams. The process of taking a quiz is identical to taking an exam. The only difference is that, oops, that shouldn't be there. I'll need to go in and change that. Quizzes have no time limit because quizzes are relatively easy, so I need to take that off. But that's the only difference between a quiz and a test in terms of how you do it. Now, you might ask yourself, okay, how do I do my lab? So click Modules. Again, everything is here in Modules. So if you ever need something, the first place you should look is right here in Modules. So go to the second button right here, Carolina Labs Files. Now you need to use your syllabus. So let me switch the share here. Stop. How do I know which experiment to do? Well, you look at your syllabus and you say, okay, which experiment am I doing this week? So I look in my Unit 1 assignments. And I say, okay, the first lab is measurement and uncertainty. So I now go to my labs files. These are in alphabetical order, not the order that they are due. Okay, I'll repeat that. These lab files are listed in the order alphabetically, not the order that they are due. So make sure that you complete them in that order, listed in the syllabus. All right, so you find the first one was measurement and uncertainty. So for each experiment, you've got a procedure and a lab report template. You download the procedure, and this is literally the steps. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do this. Step 4, do this. All right, so you download the procedure, and my internet's being a little bit slow right now, so let's try it this way. Network error, goody. Okay, so open, okay. If it ever does that, you can always just click it here to download it. So you download the procedure. Okay, this is the procedure, tells you how long it's going to take, so budget appropriately. Tells you which materials from your kit you need. Okay, so you download your procedure and you just go through it, yada, yada, yada. Okay, that is the procedure. And then when you're ready to write your report, go back to Carolina Labs Files. So that was the procedure. Here is the report. So I would download this file to my computer, and this you want to just save it. So I'll open it here. And then you want to type directly in this report. I'm hoping this is showing up. You type directly into that PDF. Make sure that it's showing up. So you download this file, and then you type your name in it. You type the date. You type all your data in here. You answer your questions. You type some data in here. You answer your questions. You type your data in here. You answer your questions. Then you save this. File, save as. And then when you're ready to upload it, you go to modules. And then scroll to the very bottom. Remember, all our assessments are in this tab down here at the bottom. And then this would be lab report number 1. So then you click it. You click submit assignment. And then you hit browse. And that's where you would select your file, okay, from your computer, and then upload it. And then you'd hit submit assignment, and it would be there. Okay, and then I can log in on my side and I can grade it and I can say good job, or I can say I need some work, right? Although I probably would just give you a straight up grade. And then if you have questions, I can always answer those questions for you. Okay, so make sure you understand this. You have to download the procedure, use the procedure to actually do the experiment using the kit that you got in the mail. And then write your report using this template, and then upload it into Canvas. The way you upload it into Canvas is right down here. You click on this title. Okay. Now, when you're ready to watch a video, Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4. So Unit 1, here are all the videos. Look, anything that says full lecture is just that. It's a full lecture. That means that I set up this camera here, I pointed it at the screen, and then I started lecturing. So this is a recording of my on-campus class. Now, if you ever try to watch a video and you get a screen that looks like this, all you need to do is just click the title, and it opens in YouTube. Okay, so I don't think my camera caught that. So if you are ever trying to, I'll do that again. If you ever have a problem with a video, you just click the title and it opens it again in YouTube. And then you can watch it right here on YouTube. Okay, that's me and I'm lecturing. All right, so if you're ever trying to watch a video and you have that problem, just click the name of the title. Okay, so those are the lectures and videos for Unit 1. Now, those are all full lectures. Anytime it says partial lecture or short video, those are just ones that, like the name implies, are very short. So maybe you don't want to sit through a full lecture on significant figures. Maybe you just need to review significant figures. You can watch that video right here. And again, if the video doesn't ever load for some reason, just click the name. So those are the videos and lectures. And they're all there. So those are all for Unit 1. These are all for Unit 2. These are all for Unit 3. These are all for Unit 4. For the notes, you click Unit 1 Notes. Here are the notes. So you just download those files. And then for the practice problems, here are all the practice problems. Look at all those beautiful, wonderful practice problems I've given you, and they all have answer keys. So either the problems are here and the answers are right after it, or the answer key is part of that file. Okay, so everything's got the answers so you can check your work. All right, so let's walk through and make sure that we've done everything. Again, introductory materials, that's just the file, that's just some information about the course, about me, etc. How-tos, these are some things that I think might be useful to you if you ever need to use Excel for a report. I've given you instructions on how to use Excel, how to do some scientific writing, how to prepare, how to just motivate yourself to work. Carolina Labs files, these are listed alphabetically, not in the order that they're due, so please consult the syllabus to make sure that you're doing the right experiment at the right time. Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4, those are the 4 units of the course. And again, they're broken up into lectures, notes, and problems. And then anytime you ever need to do any sort of assessment, it's in this button right here at the bottom called Assessments. To upload a lab report, you click this. To take an exam, you just click the title. To take a quiz, you just click the title. And then if you ever want to see your grades, you just click right here. Now, the one thing we haven't talked about yet is Mastering Chemistry. So when you're ready to do Mastering Chemistry, it's got its own button right here called My Lab and Mastering. You click it, and then you go through the module here. So Mastering Assignments, you just say you accept, and it'll take you through the registration process, okay? And the code for your class, so every class has its own code. The code is in the syllabus. So if you ever need to know what that syllabus is, it's in, if you ever need to know what the code is, it's in the syllabus. So I will give you that code. It's usually my last name and then either fall, summer, or spring, and then the number afterwards. And then you go through the process here. The syllabus explicitly talks about how to do this. So this walks you through registration. You can pay right there. Once you've already registered and paid, you just click, well, I haven't registered as a student yet, so that's not very good. But once you've registered as a student, you can do your assignments right here in Mastering Chemistry, and then it links your grade. It automatically dumps your grade into Canvas when you're done. Okay, so I think that is all. I think that's everything you'll need to get started. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me as soon as possible. With all this registration stuff, you need to email me as soon as possible. And I look forward to having you in class. So please feel free to reach out to me if you need any help. Thanks.